And also make sure it's using the correct dang microphone. Okay. I think we're just about set to go. Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play 9 Hours, 9 Persons, and 9 Doors. Last time, well, I streamed it to YouTube instead. But you can find it on my YouTube, Reiseichi. Should be in the channel description somewhere. So yeah, if you missed that, then go ahead and watch it there, and then watch the VOD of this one as it goes up a couple days sometime. I should probably make an actual schedule for that, but we'll worry about that another time. Alright, let's continue. Trying to remember what even happened. Yes. I would love to resume from there, thank you.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Last time we were gonna go through the 8 door with, Queen Bee and, Fuka.
Yeah.
Okay. Then shall we go?
It's also pretty loud. There we go. Eight, 4, 5. And with the root number of 8, the door opens.
It's open.
Okay. Hurry!
Get the heck in there. We have 90 seconds to activate the dead. Game? Oh, okay.
June.
Jumpy. What the hell are you doing?
That was an interesting blur effect there. Alright.
Seconds left. Hurry!
Ugh.
1, 2, and 3. And we're alive. Okay.
It stopped.
Pointless.
What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
You're one to talk.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake. Too late now. I better catch up to them.
Gotta keep an eye on the one and make sure the other one doesn't kill herself. So. That was my reasoning anyway. Or something along those lines.
There's a door on the left, though.
At least it's not covered in blood and gore like the last one.
A laboratory? Huh.
Out of curiosity, where in the story flow did that take us? Down the middle path. Alright.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
Junpei.
Huh?
Please, you first.
Ugh, fine.
Alright, we open the doors to the laboratory. And I'm sure inside we'll get locked in and then have to escape the room. Because that's generally how these things work.
You know, I think the window looks into another room.
I'm thinking that, yeah.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
What the hell?
It looks so creepy.
There's a mannequin on the table.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ooh.
It's creepy either way.
Yeah, you got that
I don't
right.
think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
I hope not.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying.
Clover, what are your
Wait,
thoughts on the
Where's
situation?
Clover? What is she? Are you okay?
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Okay.
Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work
I
together.
mean, no. Teamwork and
Junpei,
friendship.
You just don't get it. My brother's not the kind of person who just leave me behind. Something happened to him.
Hmm.
Something bad.
Yeah.
What happened?
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Wait, she said that like she
Hey,
knows
wait,
something.
Clover! Hold on! That way is...
I told you to leave me alone.
Clover, watch out above you!
Whoa!
What the heck? What's going on here?
Well, that's not good.
Hang on. I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Hergle.
Damn it! It's not moving.
Just like every other door.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
There's no just there, but okay.
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
All right. Seek a way out. So let's see. We're in the laboratory. This is the laboratory. We're here. We can only access this area. Clover is stuck in here. Yeah. That's pretty much all we know so far. Junpei, do something, please. Nothing else to interact with, I don't think. Man, my frame rate's tanking like crazy right now. Let's close all the Dark Souls stuff I have open. Alright, that should help. Maybe. I don't know, it's still tanking quite a bit. Could be because of Photoshop, Camtasia yes. Camtasia Studio. Can't close Discord, OBS. Oh, it's definitely Camtasia. It won't even close. Oh, no, that's not why. Yes, okay. This is the computer, the power isn't on. Well, there is a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops, yeah, you're right, no power cable. This thing isn't even connected to a main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable in isn't gonna do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. Alright, so the computer is unusable for now. But we can open this locker and obtain some ethanol. Alright. A whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9 on the right all have little red lights on them. Red lights, huh? Well, can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, just as I thought. Lock tight, all 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important in there. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. Alright. How about this way? Why is this lagging so much? Is it because of the stream? I hope not. Oops. I keep screwing around with the desktop audio too. Maybe if I relaunch it. Okay, give me half a second here. Okay, let's see if that helped fix anything. If not, I guess we'll just have to live with it. Why is it? Ugh. I'm going to blame Windows 10 here. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. This is a keyhole. This looks like a keyhole for the activation key. The hands on the clock have stopped moving. Clock may stop, but time goes on. No time to screw around. We need to figure a way out of here. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. The power cable, huh? I'll take that. 3-prong power cable. This looks like the control for an electronic door lock. There's a red light on the display, that means it's locked. If we can get that light to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. This monitor doesn't have a power cable, so one end of this cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other one needs to plug in under the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in. Huh? Well shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. Boxes? They're cardboard boxes. There's some papers and stuff in them. What's in the boxes? They look quite full. Something about experiments, but it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Is there like a way I can mess around with the video settings? Because it's seriously irking me. I don't understand. It wasn't doing this last week. The only thing that changed is me doing the thing with the... we can turn on cursor speed fast. Cursor speed. Wait, that's not what I need. Yep, nope, I don't. There are no video settings whatsoever. Oh no, I think you need to exit the game for them. Whoops, I started a new one. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Bear with me, guys, there's some technical issues. Okay. Let's turn off anti-aliasing. That's pretty much all I can fix, so we'll see what that does. Wow, it's moving considerably faster with that off. Alright, cool. So let's see. We need a plug of some sort. The power distribution board and the control panel, they're not working at the moment. Stand for various pieces of equipment, some of them might be useful. Wonder what this cable is connected to. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends into the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. Can I, like... Oh, here we go. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. Interesting. Well, if they only used the pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Give me just a minute, Clover, I'll be right back. Part of the table's been covered over in black with a permanent marker. If I could find something that could get rid of the ink, I could have Clover read through it or something. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff of the cables. I can see the wires inside. Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. Hey Clover, how are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about, but let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. Cable on the monitor has it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it! Okay, can you unplug the cable and bring it over here? Okay, but? Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug. Well, maybe more like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless! Not useless at all! It's just what we're looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright, unplugged. I'll hand it over to you at the bars, okay? Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off the permanent ink with it. What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that, you're scaring me. Anyway, could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover, right now at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. You trust me. I feel kind of special. Did she hand over the connector? No. Hey, Clover. And she's just wandering around the table. I don't think she knows we're calling her. Okay, let's go back to the table then. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Use, huh? Soak it in ethanol and then use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay. So I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. Well, she's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off. Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers and some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it acquired. Here you go. The 2-prong plug. Thanks. Obviously, combine this with this. Okay, put the 2-prong plug onto the head of this power cable. And you got the 2-prong power cable. Wonderful. Alright. There's also something in file. Clover's note. Note Clover copied from the stand in the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. 3, 2, 4, 1. And you can even get a hint, but I don't want that yet. We haven't even tried. Alright. First thing we need to do is plug this thing, finally, into the freaking monitor. Alright, I've got the 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go, and let's just plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.
Oh, that worked. What?
What?
Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor.
You know, there are computers out there with monitors that have hard drives and stuff in them, right?
The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name.
That's also true.
Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again, there must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
She's a hacker.
Wait, what?
Didn't expect that, did you?
No!
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
I see. Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version? A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display? It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right?
Okay.
So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 plus 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating.
Hmm.
And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power.
She has a really low opinion of people, doesn't she?
Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear.
Her voice when she's talking like this. Very familiar.
Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that. Because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing, really. It's just, I thought maybe, what if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it.
Wow. That's some pretty deep stuff,
Just
yo.
like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all.
That's where we were going with this?
He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight, too. Perhaps they actually can't speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
What?
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
No.
No. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces.
Oh, I remember that being a thing in a Phoenix Wright game at some point.
In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other.
Which one was that? They were like determining things by color or something.
That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. Well, you've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same. Even though they've obviously got faces, it's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually, but you or I couldn't unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart.
Yeah, because there was the thing with the hat. Oh yeah, that wasn't the newest one.
Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed. And,
I did.
What were we talking about?
I didn't remember what it was called though.
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
And what about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not funny.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously.
Uh-huh.
It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Oh?
Why?
And I don't have to kill time any longer.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
Brute Force Attack Program. Come on, Junpei.
I certainly did. And let's see what we got. Piece of cake.
The screen changed again. What the hell is that?
Oh, square.
No idea. Looks like a puzzle.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well, I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. Make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
Okay, this is what I thought it'd be. I'm pretty decent at these. Let me see. You do this, this, this. Like I said, I'm pretty good at those. There was a puzzle just like that in like Spyro, I remember at one point. Alright, I solved it. Did you hear a noise just now? Yeah, I did. It sounded like something unlocking. Where did it come from? Could it be? Oh! I should probably stop munching. Look, Junpei, the lights on the lockers are green. Then we must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle. What's in here? Keys? Click on the dang keys. There's more than one key in here. This one is small and looks like it goes to some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it. I think the Earth symbol matches the keyhole in the door on the A deck. Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Now as for the other key...
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Hmm?
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right?
Yes, we did.
Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh? Well, let me think. Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that
Oops.
of a regular person, or something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute.
Back to munching.
Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me if, is Snake, I mean, was he born?
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
Yeah. My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm.
Yeah, there's nothing in here that shows character things.
It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Huh. Awkward. This key. The shape search makes it seem like it goes to this machine. Alright, I'm turning it on. Okay, the monitor is on now. And it's full of letters. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. Typing on this keyboard isn't doing squat. Junpei, this thing in here is on now. Yeah, that's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you, like, play with it a little? Okay. Yeah. I'll turn this tile here. I don't think it's working. Nothing happened. Oh, maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans, probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. Huh? I wonder what they washed here. There are weird colored stains all over the sink. This is the monitor. There are a whole lot of cables under this table. It's a rack. There are some cables on top with copper wire exposed. Maybe if you increase the voltage. Roger, will do. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to max. Max? Hey, wait, Clover! Ah, shit. Well, what? I think Oh my god! The mannequin's head! Oh man, that sounds like a fire alarm. God, what the hell? Fire detected, fire detected. The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately. Junpei, look at the lights. Yes, it's green. The emergency system is activated and disabled the lock. Now we can save Clover. Junpei! Come on, kid, jump! She's safe. Oh man, that smoke is some serious business. Don't close the door again, I think. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? Damn, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Of course I'm not alright! What the hell took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead! Sorry, I was going as fast as I could. You two can do this later. Right now, we need to get the hell out of here. Fire's not gonna stay in the room forever. You found it!
Whew, thank God we got out of there.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Hmm?
June?
Oh, I see. These two are converging into this one. This one takes you down a whole different path.
Santa! 7! Hey, what are you guys doing here? What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
Hey, on the wall.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says sea deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the nonary game works.
Wait a sec. This leads to...
Oh!
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Yep, take that map.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
There's gonna be a dead Snake and Ace in here, isn't there?
I knew it. We're back.
Well, there
In the
isn't a ton
hospital
of
room.
blood everywhere. This is good.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying.
We got Ace back! Yay!
The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory,
Operating room.
and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Here.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Jeez. I see. So this is Jupiter.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah, on it.
Sounds good.
Well, I've got something for you too then. Here, it's the Saturn key card. We found it in the kitchen. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
There you go.
Yeah, on it.
So, how many unused keys do we have now?
Earth.
There's the Earth key we found in the laboratory. The Jupiter key you just gave me. And the Saturn key card from Lotus. I'll keep them safe.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long
1 and
rest.
4.
I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
Alright, let's get moving.
4, 1, 7.
Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head.
I'm trying to click the menu, dang it. Oh, you have to click on the little... Okay. Yep. 1473. Alright. I was just curious. Oh, that's interesting. I like adventure.
The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let
It
me
is a
explain.
point.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. It's interesting. Okay.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Sounds good.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a reason.
Of course there's a reason.
Because we'd be sitting around waiting on our butts otherwise.
Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
The Saturn key card.
Mm-hmm.
And the Earth key? I'm lost.
We're gonna go open them, dummy.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So, the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Let's fly into space.
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key.
Well, yeah. It'd be kind of hard to
We have
do
no
anything
idea
without
what's
it.
on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
Unless you get locked in which case...
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card. Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator? Oh,
That button?
it only has the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
The upside down triangle on it. I'm like, the what? She's talking about the one that goes down, though. That doesn't look ominous in the slightest.
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
Wait!
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
June was probably afraid of... I doubt she'd be worried about it only going down, so...
Well, we will be all alone in here.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
Didn't matter in the end.
I said wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never, you know.
It's your first time?
We're not gonna do it in the elevator, lady.
I might get wet.
What?
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 Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's true.
What are we talking about?
You don't mind
Mind what?
getting wet?
Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably, you know, like it.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
I think we're talking about 2 different things here. Because remember, the ship is sinking, so she's probably meaning that in a more literal sense than we're taking it.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing, you know? What happens, happens, right? I mean, if you get the chance, you've just got to go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do.
Does it sound like Junpei went from here to over there?
You're so cool, Jumpy. I really admire you.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
Well, let's take her clothes off.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes. So, I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes. I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
What?
Yes, I've heard that too.
Okay, wait. Maybe we are talking about that.
Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Okay, no, we're definitely not talking about the same thing.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it.
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
She's talking about drowning.
Oh, is that so?
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs.
This is the point when Junpei is like, oh. Oh. Oh.
Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out. Huh?
Oh.
Oh. That's the solution. Laugh at her like a goddamn madman. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater.
Okay.
An elevator
let's
heading to
calm
a
down.
submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So, take a look inside.
It's not wet.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Are they going into some... Are we going into the E deck?
Well, let's test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
And then his leg gets chopped off.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
So it's only submerged on D. E has become like a submarine almost.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen. See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
And somewhere in the middle
I'm
is
gonna
the
go
D
down
deck.
and check it out. You stay here, all right?
Yes, leave the lady all alone.
But
Come on, just do it, all right?
No, take her with you, you dumb... God.
I'm coming with you.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Okay. Good. Good job. We did not leave her all alone to be
Crap,
murdered.
it closed.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez.
More importantly, you would have left her alone, and that definitely would have resulted in her dying somehow.
It looks normal.
She's holding her breath. Not file, you dumb. Low. We're still in this section, not yet to this one. Alright.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
She's still pretty cute, though.
See?
There's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
We drown.
Well, we'd probably get really wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe...
Well,
A 6.
it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Let's check.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door.
Vacant.
But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for E-Deck? I should take it with me. Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6 door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that E-Deck wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of E-Deck is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Yeah, even so, it's still very...
I'm trying to click the dang menu. There. Man, that thing is very picky. Okay. I want to check the map. This is the B deck. Interesting. The C deck and the E deck. There is a chapel, as well as a burnt section. There's the hospital room. And the operating room. That looks like it'll be a fun puzzle later. Along with the shower room. Yeah, we can actually have a preview of the ones we haven't done. Like the kitchen. And the second class cabin. There's the first class cabin where we had the piano puzzle. Okay.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
That means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking. That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
It's clearly Monokuma. Oh, come on.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei, and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
That is true, though. Okay, so I'm gonna move this here real quick to show you that to open the menu, it's like a really specific spot.
Where the hell did you guys go?
Ah, right there. Okay. I'm gonna put it back. Let's see. I need this. Alright, so with the 3 of us, it's Lotus, me, and June. If we took Santa, Junpei, and June. Digital Roots 5, so that wouldn't work. Oh yeah, that's right. That was one of the options for the 5-door. I remember that.
7?
Did you find
What's
him?
wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is dead. He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room. The left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go.
Obviously,
This wasn't
we're gonna
open
leave
when we
Clover.
passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah. This is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Ooh. Oh. Where is he? Where's Snake? There. June, you should stay here.
But...
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right? I'm going in.
We need his bracelet.
Ugh.
Just like Ace said. Just like the 9th man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Bones coming out of his left arm, huh? You wouldn't have been able to learn that without going with, Clover.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the 9th man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
Trying to remember all the people who went off.
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
People.
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Does it?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Yes, but not in the way I think everyone was thinking. Junpei wasn't sure.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
Amongst you.
I think Zero is one of us.
There it is. We must find the Blackened. Wrong game. Anyway. Was he one of them? I'm gonna say no. Because if my theory is right...
That's crazy. Isn't this ship going to sink in a few hours? If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger. Why the hell would he do something like that? There's no motive.
You don't believe me.
Messed up.
Clover,
Clover, I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us. But you have to understand. The more we distrust one another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap. Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
It's 3 in the morning.
3 hours left.
That means we have 3 hours left.
We've used up 6 of them.
Then we need to move now.
Still in this section. And there's a lot to go. Looks like 5 different endings. Okay.
7. Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you? We must go. We have very little time left.
Our next destination is Mercury.
Can we open that door suddenly?
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right.
That's an odd suggestion.
Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
When did we get the Mercury key card? Did I miss that? Oh, and there it
We're
is.
using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
Oh, okay. Got
I
it.
think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
Oh my gosh, these dwarves.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First, we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
Looks good.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes. Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
So we're not doing E-Deck after all then.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck. Hey, over there.
2.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase.
5 and 6. No. 5 and 7.
They were doors 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
3
3,
more
7,
in
8.
the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
This is it.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Finally!
Yeah.
One's on the top, one's near the bottom, and one's on the bottom.
You don't look very happy about it, though.
It's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
This is the point in the game I think we should probably stick with June no matter what.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
What are we doing?
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery. Alright, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
Because you're Ace.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Whoa.
Oh, not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door...
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
I'm gonna figure out the math. Okay. Santa and June. We can't. Not unless we bring someone else. Ace and Clover. Can't do. We can do that. Separating from June is bad idea though. And to make sure 7 and Lotus don't kill each other, we can also go through door 2. Yes, that is correct. The PC Steam version. The Zero Escape, the Nonary games. Okay. I really don't think we should separate from June. That's just my feel. After watching Snake die, it's obvious she's next on the chopping block. Even though it probably will result in somebody else dying, at least we get to save our girlfriend.
I want to go through door 6.
That's a problem. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
I mean, that would have been the case no matter what.
We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Okay, so bring Ace.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
If we bring Ace, that leaves us with the correct number, whereas that leaves them with 7, Clover, and Lotus? Yeah, we're fine. Okay.
Why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
What about me?
Isn't that obvious?
You're gonna go with us, dude.
Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Why did Santa become the leader?
Huh. I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
Yep.
7, Lotus. What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
All right then, we're good to go.
Don't you? Or did you
See
get
you
that out of
later.
your system?
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Definitely should have gone with her.
Oh, I'll be going too then.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful.
But I really,
should get
really
going as
think
well.
we should stick with June. So that's what we're doing. Alright, door 6 is the first one we found on
This
E.
is E-Deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go.
Still there. The door didn't magically disappear.
Here it is. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
3, 1, 6, 5. Authenticated. Door open. Go, 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 go.
Hey, I found it. It's right there.
Alright, none of us will explode. This is good.
It stopped.
Yes!
It's always a
It
scary
stopped.
moment. Butt clenching, one might say.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I don't think so either, dude.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I like that idea, Santa. We've never
I
been in a
agree.
team with any of these people, have we?
All right, let's go.
This door looks heavy.
Just out of curiosity, which path did we go down? That's what I was hoping for. Alright. Give me just a second and I will be right back, because I need some water. Okay. Let's go.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
Oh, I forgot to say. Hello, King Evil. Welcome to the stream. If you're still here. I don't know.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Probably open the thing that tells me who's in the thing. No, that's not it. No, I didn't want to create a room either. Ah, there we are. Viewer list. That's what I wanted. Okay. Nope, he's gone. Oh well.
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
Could be 2 stories, maybe even more.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
Comma what?
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any.
Or it would be if I knew what the heck that was.
I see stairs. so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
You're right.
Well, just walk single file then. It's not difficult.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. You see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
All right, let's split up. Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right? Hey, June.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes. It probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
Okay. Here, sit down. Careful.
Thank you.
Don't put her on the conveyor belt, you idiot.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right. All right, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
It's a pretty large ass room, yeah. Alright, let's seek a way out. So this is the map. We start over here, and then there's a huge section of the room that we need to explore. So first things first. I'd say this is probably here to move coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there, and then the belt carries it down the tunnel and out there. There. So if the conveyor belt was moving, yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here. What? It's a square hole? Nothing in here. Ah, look at that back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps. You mean you think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? That's gotta mean something. I guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything, Santa. Jack shit. Nothing. Alright. We'll come back here then. Let's check this out. So this is where you put coal into the furnace. That's right. I had a look at it earlier, but it's rusted shut, I'm afraid. Perhaps you should check the other side. Anything around here? There are barrels. There's a barrel under the stairs. Sweet! Unfortunately, it's empty. Alright, let's go over here then. Look, Ace! It's some kind of snowman secret meeting! Those are just bags, and they're full of sand. You use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. Interesting. Ah. I believe this opening is for fueling the furnace. If we were to put some coal in here and ignite it, then the steam engine might start working? It's certainly possible. Interesting. There's a bunch of wooden boxes over here by the wall. I already looked through those. There's nothing there. Ha. The 3 sliders on the left are down, but this one is up. There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we are meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down? Well, there's no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd respond somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Let's head further up then. One of the doors on the furnace, there's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give that sucker a twist. Okay, you can open it. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in here. Alright. Let's go. This looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes. Which would put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate. There are a bunch of boxes in my way. I can't get through. The catwalk. There are a number of boxes on the catwalk. I don't think we can go over there. Okay, we're on the other side of B now. This supports and braces the side of the ship. It's not a ladder. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin! What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. God! Ah, shit! Good job, genius! You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. A hand-operated winch. The wheel it once had is now in my hand. Let's see if I can get back on. There are a couple of posts on the back of it that look like they fit into the holes on the winch. Damn, no good. These little shafts are too small for this big hole. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, to be honest. If that's the case, then that wheel wasn't originally part of this winch. Then that means... Just as I thought, there's one on the other side. Hand-operated winch, there's no wheel to turn. Oh yeah, I've got the wheel I pulled off the other winch, don't I? Let's see if it fits. Sweet, it's a perfect fit, like they were made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good, I should be able to turn this now. Good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden box now. You see the wooden box, it's under the catwalk, can you see it? It's hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you may as well turn the wheel now. I'm counting on you. Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? What happened? This wheel only turns to the left. Only turns to the left. That means we can't reel up that rope. Yeah, we can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that will be a problem. We will simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. I will be counting on you, Junpei. Sure thing, no sweat. I gotta use a slightly whinier voice for Santa. Are we good?
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. June's down over by there.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
What could be causing this, I wonder?
The
illness, perhaps?
bomb in her stomach, maybe?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game.
Well, I mean that too. Santa, you are smart sometimes.
If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah, we're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual.
I mean, for me.
How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat?
Is there some sort of weird, like, Japanese translation there?
You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
True.
You know, speaking of experiments, there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it.
Wouldn't it electrify the water too?
So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
Yeah, what'd that have to do with anything?
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet. See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made them do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it.
Are you secretly a scientist, Mr. Santa?
Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
See, I know that Santa isn't Snake for sure, because I can see his arm.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
It's pretty morbid. I wonder if that's the same thing with the Notebook game. Be a little out there, even for this. Alright, well, let's go check out that box now. It's the catwalk. It sure is. I want to get down now. It's the catwalk, Meow. You want me to push off for Junpei? No way, Meow. You jackass. How did we get up here before? And more importantly, how do I get down? Somebody help. Oh, right. Okay. I was in the wrong place. It's a bit disorienting when everything looks the exact same. Okay, let's go find that box. Oh, right. Control panel for something. Some kind of machine, maybe a control panel? Oh! Maybe this hole is where the control panel goes. Oh, there's only one way to find out. In you go. Dude, you did it! Everything looks alright. that's the voice we're going with, I guess. Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you push the button next to it? The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing. Pew. Sweet! All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. And oh, yes, I think I just heard something turn on. Oh, what's that? What happened? Junpei, look! The conveyor belt's moving! The conveyor belt? Well, I guess it's done moving now. There's still a bunch of coal on the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt into that wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? A box, and it's filled with coal. A wooden box full of coal. Guess there's really only one thing you can do with this stuff. I suppose so. What? This. There we go. There's a hole that'll let us put coal into the furnace. Maybe if we can get some coal in there and set it on fire. Okay, let's do it. Alright, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. Well, I guess I should have expected it. Why would just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything? Yeah, well, a man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You are planning to stoke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. This furnace is enormous! We're gonna need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then, if the three of us work together, then we should manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you'd better rest some more, alright? But no arguing. You need your rest, so you just stay there. We'll handle this. Okay. I understand. Alright, time for some manly work! Let's get this coal into those furnaces! An hour later. Man, this is a lot of work. Alright, I think this should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. Then how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? Some sort of ignition device, huh? God dang it, stop clicking on the boxes. Is this? I think it might be. It probably is. I think this is how we might ignite the furnace. That means if we move that thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Junpei, Ace, look at this. This big gear is turning under the boiler there. Whoa. gears, they're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. A gold disc. The bronze disc. And the silver disc. The gold disc. Oh, the gold disc. It has a number of lives ingrained on it. I can make out 3 colors here, red, blue, and black. I wonder what they mean. Hey, Junpei, do you remember that silver disc? Do you remember where it was we found it? I think it was on the top. Why? Oh, nothing. Just thinking. The invitation where I found the bronze disc is in the bottom right. There's nothing there anymore. Junpei, the gold disc we found. Do you remember where it was we found it? I think it was on the bottom left. Why? Oh, I was just thinking. Gear's rusty, but it still looks pretty sturdy. Golden gear, there's nothing in the indent. Looks like there's a door over there in this tunnel. The belt over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. Small door on the inside of the tunnel, but it's welded shut, and it won't open. And just for... there's nothing. Alright. There are a number of cloth bags over here. There's nothing but sand in them. There's a whole lot of coal on the conveyor belt. Tunnel goes all the way across the ship. This is the control panel for the conveyor belt. It's covered in lights. Light on the button isn't on anymore. I don't think I need to press it. Okay. So we have the we have the discs. What do I do with these? I was thinking you put them into a certain gear or something, but it doesn't seem to do anything. The slider is locked in place. It won't move. I don't need to move the slider. Okay, let's head back up the catwalk then. Hey, Junpei, where are you going? The only thing in there is a closed number door. Kind of pointless to go back, huh? Yeah, it sure is. Junpei, what are you doing? It's hotter than hell in there. Did you already forget that we lit the furnace? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we can't go that way then. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. Man, to go back down the stairs, it's a little irritating, isn't it? There's a box there. It's full of glowing embers. Well, that wasn't as useful as I was hoping. Okay. Oh! I was like, why can we go over here anyway if there's nothing? Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression that looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if we put those 3 discs we found into this thing. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's stick them in. Huh? That's odd. Nothing's happening. Maybe you're, I don't know, put them in the wrong places. Well, yeah, the gold one's on the top. Perhaps you have them facing in the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make some of the lines connect to one another. Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operation. When the disc is clicked, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is clicked, the discs are switched. Please note, when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Alright, well, first things first. Gold one was there and the silver one was there. Okay. And then if you do this... up. Perfect. This was a pretty easy puzzle. Red lines on the discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. You found it! Shaka bra. Okay.
Yes! The door's open!
All right, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now?
Oops.
Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jumpy!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
Let me check. Good. You're feeling a lot better.
Press his forehead to her forehead.
Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great, let's go.
Yep, she's looking a lot better.
Oh, it's...
Santa? What are you looking at?
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
Was.
She was only about an inch tall then? Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch. Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave...
Address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out.
And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
What happened?
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh.
9. Always 9. 9, 9, 9! Sorry.
All right, let's go.
Santa's got some heavy stuff, yeah.
Huh?
I gotta stop ending all my sentences with yo.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're finally back.
Sorry we took so long.
I really love how everything like
Let's go.
interacts with the environment and stuff. Almost like playing one of those old like adventure style games, I guess is what I'm thinking of.
Huh. Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
Oh wait, are we seriously doing this twice? Okay. Alright, we're in the cargo room, so let's seek a way out. Alright, we're here. The puzzle's here, obviously. There's a coffin. And a bunch of mice. Feel like I've pretty much gone down the neutral path. Alright, let's see. Sandbag. There are a bunch of bags here. I wonder what's in them. Card with the ninth man... A card with the ninth man's face printed on it. Strange. What's that? It's a card. It has a headshot on it. A headshot. Yeah, I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. It's Santa. Well, now I'm just confused. Card with Santa's face printed on it. Sorry about that. There were weird noises coming from outside. Alright, this is a card with Snake's face printed on it. And there's Clover. So I guess the idea is to find all 9 of the bags. 7. It's locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh. Ace bent down and picked something that had been sitting on next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards. There's, Lotus. We'll get back to them. For now, let's, explore more of the room. There are 3 crates here, stacked up like stairs. If we climb up there, maybe we can, I think we can get over the fence. Junpei, think you could go take a look at that? Sorry, but no thanks. Why? I've got a bad feeling about it. Pussy. Okay, fine, I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. Yeah, but just in case. Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy shit! This... Oh man. There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it. We can't get to the other side. Well, we could just jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. Alright, so I guess that's all the bags we're gonna find. Oh, hold on. There's a door between the 2 flights of stairs. These stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. The only door here, except for the one we just came in through. And this is the exit. No shit, Sherlock! Of course it's locked. It's an electronic lock? No, just a keyhole right under the doorknob. So to open this door, we've got to find the key that fits that keyhole. Yeah! The monitor's off. It's got a green switch here and a red one and some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything now. Maybe the power's off. Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom though. That means... there are several lights here with numbers from 1 to 9. Only the light with the 9 is lit. Oh, there's 6 holes here. They look like jacks for a headphone cable. Jacks, huh? Maybe if we put something in them. Yeah, something might happen. This looks like it's covering something. It's like some kind of little shutter. Maybe it'll open if we do, something. It's gonna come out if it does open. Yeah, like I'd know that. Okay. Well, let's try the boxes then. Eight. There's some numbered boxes and cards with pictures of all of us. Does that mean we need to collect the cards we don't have? Oh, are you serious? We've searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them. Ah! Not cool, man. You took this picture without my permission. Looks pretty cool, though. You look really handsome in this picture. Hey, knock it off, lovebirds. What? We're not a couple, not at all. Not in any way. Well, there goes my heart. Shattered into a million billion pieces. This must be... Oh no! Don't look at it! I'm not cute at all, and I'm not photogenic, and I don't look sexy either. Next to Clover, my skin looks gross, and I'm not sexy like Lotus. I know guys go for women who look like Lotus. Not me, man. I go for girls who look like Lotus. But, I'm trying to. I'm doing the best I can, so please don't call me a board or a trash can or a cutting board. Wait a minute. I haven't said anything like that, have I? Alright, so we're just missing one. And there is some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however. Ominous. A box! There's nothing inside. We already searched this one, didn't we? There's nothing in the bag anymore. These crates are a little smaller than the others. They look like they're the children of the other crates. Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale. Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me. What? These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. There's nothing in these crates. Aha! That's the one we were missing. It's Ace's card. Look like some kind of European lord. Oh, my headshot. You want to see it? It's actually a pretty good picture. No, I don't need to see it. In fact, we really ought to get back to our search. Man, the guy on this card is one good-looking son of a bitch. Way more class than the other chump. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I? Shit. There's no card in this box. Alright, so we found all 9 of the cards. Let's open.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Sounds like a plan.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it? Hey! June, are you okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finish the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. Are you alright? What happened?
Can you stand?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Still, to fall down like that, I think she's probably still a little messed up.
Alright, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
Oh.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. Soparil? I've heard of that before somewhere.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5?
Mm-hmm.
It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing. What the hell is he doing? June, don't push yourself, alright?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
I mean, I know he's an old man and all, but also I know exactly where this
What are you
is
doing?
going.
What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia.
Or is he developing... I don't remember the name.
Growing old is a difficult thing. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
No, he can't be blind because he was able to... I would need to watch over the footage of when we entered that room, I think. But he was observing different stuff.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
I have a couple of theories.
Prosopagnosia.
Oh, thank you.
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other.
Echo.
That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
How's the flow going? Alright, okay.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Huh. Well, he looks depressed enough to have it. Oh well. Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle. Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9. Yeah! Oh, they opened! What the?
Yeah!
9 pins? I guess I'll take them with me.
9 pins. So kind of like pins used for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Interesting. Okay. Well, they look like pins, which means we need to go up here. Alright. There are 6 holes here. Looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go up here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. Wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which light goes on. Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 on top, and 3, 5, and 7 on bottom. You think maybe it's the digital root? The digital root? 2, 4, 6, 12. Digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3, 5, 7, 15. Digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? I see. The lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and the lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So he put the 1, 2, and 3 on the top and 6, 7, 8 on the bottom. Oh. They turned off. Well, 6, 7, 8 makes 21. Digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1, 2, 3 is 6. Digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Oh, I get it now. The digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the lights that are lit. Those lights turn off. Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? You mean we're supposed to do that? You mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figure we could try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gotta happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes, then pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Then stuff. Correspond the digital roots of the pin in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if a digital root corresponds to a light that is already on, that light will be turned off. Goal is to turn on all the lights. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3. Where's my calculator? You can't have the calculator while you're trying to do this? Doesn't that make it kind of useless then? Did I just put ones with the same digital root? 1, 2, and 3 is 6. 4, 5, and 6 is 11 plus 4 is 15, which makes 6. Okay. Okay, we have 6 and 7 on now. 1, 2, and 8 would be 3 plus 8, 11, so 2. Okay. And 3, 4, 5 would be 7 plus 5, which is 12, which would be 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 9 is 3 plus 9. No. 1, 2, and 7. That makes 10. To make 4, you need 3, 4, no? Is there a way I can make something add up to 14? 9 plus 9 is 18. That'd be 9 though. Which would mean that 8 plus 9 would be 17. Okay, 4 and 5. Something that equals 13. Two plus 8 is 10, plus 3 is 13. And make 5. We should use the one we had before, right? Snake out. 14. One plus 4 plus 9? Yeah. Okay, they're all on. Now what? F? All the lights are on and the shutters opened up. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. Man, I thought it was doing so well. Okay, so we've got 9 holes and there's an F above them. I don't know what F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time there are 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you try it, alright? Wait a minute. I was wondering what this was gonna be for, because it didn't get used in the last place, but... Nope, Clover copied from the stand in the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 4, 1. F is 15. 15's hex. Okay. 3, 2, 4, 4, 1. Okay. So it needs to be 15. So 3 plus... Alright, well, we've got the beginnings, so let's see. this needs to be 10. That doesn't make any sense now, does it? Or does it need to equal 10? I'm a bit confused here. Well, these are all the numbers we have left. If we have 5 here, that would make it 6 plus 5 is 11. Um... 6 plus 9 is 15. I don't know what that means though. Do you think maybe that hint is actually for something else? Because this doesn't make any sense with the numbers the way they are. Oh, hold on. I have a row already, don't I? 3 plus 4 plus 1. So we're trying to get them to equal 8? Well, you can't, because 4 plus 2 is 6, and to make 8 you need... Is it maybe the digital root? We need to make them all 8? That makes even less sense. Okay, what was the hint? Seems like the letter F up there means 15. Alright, let's give it one more shot. What? Okay, so to make it 15, we need to add 6 to that. Put 1 here, and 5 here. Then to make this 15, you would need 14. 6 and 8. You can't do that again, though. Because I would either need 7 and 7 or a higher number with these. So... 9. Place the 5 back. No, 1's got to go in the middle. The lowest one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, 9 plus 1 is 10. Thank you. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 5. To make 15 from 9, you use, 6. So, 2 and 4. No, you can't do it that way because that would never equal 15. It's gotta be the other way. Well, that'd still need to be 10. So maybe 3 and 8 instead. Right? No. I'm trying to make 6. Could just use 6, but that would make 0 sense. Okay. How the heck do you make 15 from 9 twice over? Because it's gotta be... I feel like that doesn't make it any easier. On top of that, the diagonal won't work anymore. No, 5 has to be in the middle, right? Because it's the middle number? Yeah. I think that's a thing. So if you put like 9 here and 1 there... It still leaves me with the same numbers, but... It does allow for easier calculations. Well, no, that still doesn't work though, because it's still attached to 1. Okay, make 15 from 1, you need 14, which can only be 6 and 8. There's no way to do it that way. 9 and 6 won't work. So, if you... Has to be 6 and 8. Nothing else works. 6 and 8, 7 and 7. 4 and 9. No, 4 and 9 makes 13. 5. I don't know about that. Okay, let's try something other than 1 and 9. So 2 and 8. That makes 15 as well, yes, yes. Okay. And then if you put the 1 there and the 9 there. Hold on. Wait. 2 and 9 is 11. To make 15 you need 4. 8 and 1 is 9. To make 15 you need 6. 7 and 3. Yes! Whew! Okay. That was fun. There we go. All pins inserted and all lights lit. We did it. The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top now. Let's see if we can activate the device on top. A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What the hell's this? Where did you find this? What is that? Where'd you find it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. Looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What's he pointing? Oh. That machine over there, apparently it's called the, Pushmaster 5000. It's a stupid name. Are you serious? Whatever. So what are we supposed to do with these Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over on top of the crates? Yeah. Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yeah. Alright. How do you think we're going to get there? Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. How'd we do that? Line up the crates, I guess? Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess this is just another one of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery, so to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has already been programmed in. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. New material has been added to the file screen. Pushmaster 5000. Instructions for a machine called the Pushmaster 5000. Santa found them in the cargo room. In order to prolong battery life, it is advised that you first simulate your actions before carrying them out. Pull the lever to begin the simulation. Move in 4 directions, but not diagonal. Bushmaster 5000's move count exceeds the battery life, it will be reset. Levers start, back, quit, reset, input. Re-input. Cannot lift heavy objects. So, wooden ones are fine, but steel ones are not. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot. This sounds like a latent puzzle if I've ever seen one. Monitor shows the top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Bushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. It's the reset button. It allows me to start over again. Once I activate the program, I just pull the lever. This is the return button. It allows me to quit command. Once I want to activate the program, I just pull the lever. Alright, let's give this a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind there is a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves. At least that's what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also keep in mind that the Bushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay? Got it. Instructions for operation. When a square adjacent to the Bushmaster 5000 is clicked, the Bushmaster 5000 will move to that square. If there is a crate in the way, the Bushmaster 5000 will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently, and fill the yellow areas. Oh. Man, that was quick. Alright. Oh, but now that one's stuck. Okay, wait. If I do like this. Yeah. Yeah? I'm stuck. Back. Nope, that's not what I wanted. How do you get it into... If I do that, it'll just get stuck. If I do that... push that one. Okay. Then I can push it down. Oh, right. And then if I do it that way, will I have enough moves left? Not if I make 2 trips, but if I do it in 1, push it like that, and then... I'm making too many unnecessary moves. Let me think. I think I've got the right idea, though. They get stuck like that. Still stuck. Because if you do it this way, and just... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, this will work. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. Awesome! The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. Just need to climb those crates over by the fence. That's not dangerous in the slightest. Man, this was a puzzly puzzle. Room. Puzzle.
Mummy!
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay.
A small key and
A gun?
a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
better hang on to it.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble.
Dude, we need to shoot Zero in the face.
It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage.
I assume Ratchet.
Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
So if you left them to search this room by themselves, they'd find the gun. But I wonder what other things you can find in the other rooms.
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
The rusty key. Alright, let's escape. Let's put this key in here, and yes! It sounds like that did it. Yay, looks like it's open, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go! Yes, it's opening. You found it!
A long hallway, huh?
Always.
Let's check it out.
Good lord, who's talking in Discord? Well, I guess that tells me. Corruption Master 2. Interesting. What the heck is your profile picture, mentor? Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. We've only got like 15 minutes left.
We've seen this elevator before.
We have?
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Wow, we took all that way just to get to the other freaking elevator.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Thank you. Map. Alright, so we're on the E deck. That's the chapel, which we still have yet to visit. And the entire thing we were just doing, I guess, is this burnt out section here.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah. It works.
I mean, we went through the number door and everything. It's gotta.
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go. Looks like it ends here.
Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right, let's open it.
Don't get trapped again, guys.
The 9 door. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why? It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one? hell are there 2 doors?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
Where the heck is the thing with the zero's note on it? Alright, well. Oh,
It is
thanks.
hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Ah.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind.
Ah, okay.
Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero
Unlike
didn't
the
lie.
class trials.
He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was.
Wow. It's deep.
There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
Which is why we could go through the 6th door.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait. Don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
We should try and get the other team. Maybe try and get more people.
We gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
Junpei's lost his mind.
You guys.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us...
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind? Huh. A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
It's a funeral.
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
There's someone in there. No time to think about that now, I guess, though.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
But where is Clover? And will we be able to escape the ship? Well, you'll just have to find out next time on Let's Play 999, the Nonary game. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I said 999 the first time because I couldn't remember what the name was. So yeah. Hopefully I can hit the menu without advancing the text. Alright. So, until then, which will probably be at least the first ending, considering how far we've gone. But I plan to try and get all of them, because we need to see all of the escapes and stuff, so. Until then, later guys.